Hey guys, so welcome to another new episode of the Gig Nerd. As usual, please like and subscribe. We've had 2K views in a week. I don't know if that's good. It feels good to me, but please keep like and subscribing. Super happy with how everything's going. And we're going to keep on smashing it. This is going to be episode 2 of the sort of longer format ones. In the week, if anything happens, I'll do the short videos as I have this week with Linkin Park, Oasis, and the Smiths. We'll keep smashing out those shorter length episodes, but if anything crazy goes on, I like to do these little longer length ones just to sort of see what's going on in the week and sort of discuss the music news and everything that's been happening. But yeah, so on to the music week as always. So literally yesterday, Slam Dunk Festival announced their lineup. For me, it's super expected. I'm not going to disrespect it. It's not amazing, but if you're a fan of Slam Dunk, you're going to be a fan of the lineup. My friends are already super excited about it. I know they're going to be going. The lineup, as I say, is to be expected, but that's not always a bad thing. Slam Dunk definitely knows its audience, which if anything is a great thing. They've got A Day to Remember playing, Alkaline Trio, Graphic Nature. Now I saw Graphic Nature support Vended in Bournemouth. They were absolutely brilliant. Their lead singer was an absolute gentleman. We spent some time with him after the show. They're sort of a British metalcore band with like new metalcore vibes. Reminds me a lot of early Slipknot, that first Slipknot album. Super powerful lyrics on mental health. Definitely go check out Graphic Nature. But I really hope they blow up, to be honest with you. But there's some great bands playing. Definitely, Slam Dunk's always good, always reliable. Definitely go check them out. Also got Less Than Jake, Movements, Neck Deep, The Used, many more. Tickets are on sale tomorrow, Friday. Definitely go check out Slam Dunk Festival. Then Faithless have announced their new album and tour in tribute to the late great Maxi Jazz. Rest in peace to Maxi, who was an absolute legendary frontman. Believe they are the first dance band to ever headline Glastonbury, which shows sort of how influential they are. I never got to see Faithless with Maxi Jazz, which is like such a shame, to be honest with you. But I saw them do a DJ set at Glastonbury last year. It was kind of crazy, to be honest with you. But go check out their classic stuff. Go check out their new stuff. It's all in tribute to Maxi Jazz. We love Faithless here at the Gig Nerd, and we love Sister Bliss. So go check out Faithless. Brian May yesterday, the legendary guitarist for Queen, had a stroke. He's put out a statement saying he's all okay, to be honest with you. There's no real mega updates there. Anything happens, we'll probably do that in next week's longer length episode. But he's put out a statement saying he's okay. So hopefully everything is all good there. You know, this might be a little bit blasphemy, but I'm not the biggest Queen fan myself. But their influence and Freddie Mercury is just, it's undeniable. One of the great bands of all time, even if I personally am not a fan. So at the end of the year, I will be doing my albums of the year list. But to be honest with you, spoiler, Charlie XCX has dropped one of my favorite albums of the year a few months ago. And I have been having a Brat Summer myself. I saw her do a DJ set at Glastonbury. It was absolutely phenomenal. She brought out Robin and Robbie from the XX, which was insane. Charlie's definitely the biggest she's ever been, and she totally deserves all the plaudits. She said goodbye to Brat Summer, but she might be saying goodbye to Brat Summer. I am not ready to say goodbye to Brat Summer yet, but she's up for the Mercury Prize as well. To be honest with you, looking through all of the nominations, Charlie deserves that, in my opinion. Really hope Charlie steals the Mercury Prize. There's not been an album that has been English album that's gone that big this year. Shout out Charlie XCX. Love the album Brat. Go check it out. It will definitely be on my 10 albums of the year list. Go check out Charlie XCX Brat. She's been with Farewell to Brat Summer, but I'm going to keep on bumping that shit, as we know. Really want to see her own full solo show. I haven't seen it yet. Just seen the DJ set she did at Glasgow. But I would love to see her at her own solo show. And that Boiler Room set she did, which was similar to the one I saw at Glastonbury, but the Boiler Room set she did, fucking on point. She's insane, and I love Charlie XX here. Baby Shambles might be getting back together. It's kind of weirdly timing because the Libertines are not far off their upcoming album album tour, and they've just dropped a really good album, which, to be honest with you, probably could be in my top 10 albums of the year, all Quiet on the Eastern Esplanade. But I met Pete Doherty last year. I'll attach a photo above here in Southampton. He was just walking his dog before our Acoustic Libertine show. Super polite, super cool, signed something, took an autograph, took a photo with me. Love the Baby Shambles. It's been a while since they did anything, to be honest with you. Don't know if they've actually dropped anything since Pete got back with the Libertines. I'll have a look into that, but would love to see Baby Shambles tour again. They've got some great stuff out there. Fuck Forever, incredible band. Pete Doherty's super talented, and he was on point during those Baby Shambles and later Libertines years. So hopefully we'll be talking about a Baby Shambles tour and album next year. So to just totally change the genre a little bit, Nails have dropped their new album, Every Bridge Burning. I've had that shit on repeat. It's only 17 minutes, so it's easier to repeat a lot. These guys are so savage and so intense. There's absolutely no let up with these guys. Hardcore punk, grindcore, violent, brutal music. I absolutely love them. Their first album, Unsilent Death, is a classic of the genre. They're absolutely legends. They've had an 8-year break, which is insane, and they've come back, as I say, with the album Every Bridge Burning. Go check them out. They're just so good, so fucking intense. You know what you're going to get of them, but I love Nails. And it was produced by Kurt Ballou, the legendary, from the legendary band Converge. Definitely go check out Converge as well if you're into that hardcore punk vibe, metalcore vibe. Love Converge. Jane Doe, The Dusk in Us, and Blood Moon with Chelsea Wolfe is my personal 3 favourite albums by Converge, but to be honest with you, they haven't done a bad album. Jane Doe is a classic of the genre. Go check out Converge. Go check out all of the stuff that Kurt Ballou has produced. But Nails dropped that album, I think, last week now, Every Bridge Burning. Really good though. I really like that new album, and it's good to have Nails back. I was half holding out hope that the Black Midi split was a bit of a troll, but Greep has done an interview now confirming it's legit and confirming the end of the band. Super sad to hear that, but his new track, I did speak about it last week, is absolutely brilliant. Really sucks to hear about the ending of Black Midi, but Cameron Greep and Morgan are all going to go on to really big things. Morgan is one of the best drummers I've ever seen in my life, and to be honest with you, I hope in the future we do get more Black Midi stuff. Again, never got to see him on the Gig Nerd, and I seem to be spending a lot of time here saying that I haven't seen these bands, but was meant to see Black Midi in Brighton, never ended up happening. Really gutted, especially now obviously they've split up, but really excited to hear what those guys do. And Greep's song Holy Holy is out, as I said last week. Go check them out. Insane band. I love Schleidenheim, one of the best albums of the last sort of 10, 15 years. Black Midi are awesome. Rest in peace, Black Midi. We love you. And I'm still 1% holding out. I hope it's a troll, but I don't think it is. Creep's interview this week was half serious and sort of spoke that they weren't really getting on anymore. But rest in peace, Black Midi. We love you. Their 3 albums are insane. What was the middle one called? Schleidenheim. The third one's Hellfire. Cavalcade is the second one, and their covers album, they covered Taylor Swift as well. Did a brilliant love story cover. Absolutely love Black Midi. Go check out Group stuff. Cameron and Morgan will have stuff coming out soon, and yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what those guys do. Next, I spoke briefly about Better Lovers last week, but their new song Future Myopia, just the best fucking thing they've ever done. I absolutely adore it. Better Lovers are so good. I spoke about last week that they're a collaboration from Greg from A Dillinger Escape Plan and 3 members of Every Time I Die. I honestly think these guys are going to blow up. They're going to be the biggest band of the genre, and they're going to be bigger than the previous bands, in my opinion. Dillinger and Every Time, I don't want to say that Better Lovers are more mainstream than, they probably are more mainstream than Dillinger, but they've just got I don't know how to explain it. That whatever it is that those guys have brought in, it's the best part of each band. And I just love Better Lovers so much. I think they've got 8 songs at this point. The EP, the Sacrificial Participant EP with 13 under 30 on it. That's instant classic. The Flowering. There was another song they released. I can't remember what Horse Covered in Blood, maybe it was called. And Future Myopia, the new one. I just think they're absolutely incredible. And these guys have been slaving for 20 years in their previous bands. Never had any sort of huge success. They were obviously big, but never had any huge mainstream success. I now think Better Lovers are going to blow up and, as I say, be the biggest band of the genre. And they deserve it. Greg is the fucking singer for Jerry Cantrell, the guitarist for Alice in Chains, which just sort of tells you how talented a singer Greg is. He can do anything. He's worked with Max Cavalera from Sepultura in one of in their band, Killer or Be Killed. He's obviously done Dillinger. He's done his solo stuff. He's now doing Better Lovers. He's in like 5 or 6 bands. Greg is just so talented. And if Jerry fucking Cantrell from Alice in Chains is choosing you to be his solo singer on his solo tours, that's all you need to know. And the dudes from Every Time I Die are ridiculously talented. I'm so excited for the Better Lovers album. I'm definitely going to go see them on their tour. Super, super excited. Their album's out next month. I'll probably review it, definitely discuss about it more. Huge fans here of Better Lovers at the Gig Nerd, and just go watch footage of Greg live during, even just during with Dillinger or the year he's been doing Better Lovers. They are so insane. I also want to mention, just while I think about it, the guitarist for Better Lovers, the only member who wasn't in Every Time I Die or Dillinger Escape Plan, Will Putney. He is just the absolute best producer in the world at the moment. I love Will Putney. I kind of think, in a way, now I think about it here, he brings it all together. He's kind of the glue that brings it together. He was originally going to produce the album, but the Every Time I Die guitarist decided to go wrestle with AEW, which sounds like I made that up, but I didn't make it up. But Will Putney, he's in a band called End. He's in loads of fucking bands. For some reason, I can't remember what his major band is now, but go check out End, go check out Better Lovers, go check out Will Putney, go check out Greg. I keep saying Greg because I can't say his second name. Go check out Dillinger Escape Plan. Go check out Every Time I Die. Future Myopia, Better Lovers. These guys are going to be the biggest band of the genre. Check them out on their tour now, because it's going to be hard to get tickets soon. Just need a drink. Gojira dropped their awesome song from the Olympic ceremony on streaming services. It was kind of hard to escape that news if you're even half a heavy metal fan. Gojira deservedly have blown up the last 2-3 years or so with their most recent album. It was kind of their Metallica mainstream moment, but they've been slaving for so long. I love Gojira. The album Magma, which was dedicated to the Duplantis brothers' mum who passed away, it's fucking so brutal. Then Flying Whales is just a classic of the genre. I love Gojira. Their album From the Olympics. They're a French band. Obviously, they played the French Olympics a few weeks ago. There's some Mea Culpa. Absolutely brilliant. It's totally different to anything they've ever done. It's got an operatic vibe to it as well. I'm seeing Gojira for the first time next year at Bloodstock. The Bloodstock lineup is fucking so good, man. Trivium are the Friday night headliners. I've seen Trivium before. They're a favourite of mine. Absolutely adore Trivium. They're headlining the Friday. I hope they're doing Ascendancy in full. But either way, they're an amazing band. Machine Head are headlining the Saturday. I adore Machine Head, never seen them. This might be controversial, in my opinion. Machine Head The Blackening is the greatest heavy metal album of all time, full stop. It's undescribable how good that album is. I love The Blackening. And then Sunday, obviously, Gojira headlining as well. Trivium, Machine Head, and Gojira. It's going to take a lot for a heavy metal festival to beat those 3 headliners. I just think it's unbelievable how good they are. Bloodstock's nearly sold out within a week, which says how good the lineup is. Obviously, tons of other bands playing as well. I actually need to check out a lot of them, but to be honest with you, I just think that Download is going downhill. Download is turning into what Reading Festival was 20 years ago. I love Queens of Stone Age. Queens of Stone Age are my top favourite 5 bands of all time. Are they Download headliner? I'm not so sure. And even more so, our Fall Out Boy headliner, Download headliner, I'm not so sure. And I say that as a Fall Out Boy fan. Download is becoming what Reading was 10 years ago, and Reading is becoming what V Festival was 10 years ago. It's a nasty circle. I hope I hope for success with Bloodstock, but I hope Bloodstock doesn't turn into Download. It's this horrible evil circle. Bloodstock needs to stay extreme, needs to stay heavy metal, but I'm worried for Download because if they keep booking Slipknot every year, and again, I'm a huge Slipknot fan. I'm going to see Slipknot on their self-titled tour at the end of the year, and I'm so excited for it. It's probably going to end up being my gig of the year. It's the first time I see Slipknot. I've been a fan for 20 years, but you can't have Slipknot play every fucking 3 years. It's crazy. Download need to bring in some more metal bands to be headlining. And I mean, last year at Bloodstock, they took the risk and had Architects headline. And from all intents and purposes, that went blown out of the water. They were apparently amazing. So I wish Download would do something like have Architects headline, a heavy band who need that push up, but not going for a band like Fall Out Boy who are a little bit more mainstream. I worry for Download, and I say that as a fan and a love of Download. But I've gone a little bit off subject there. Check out the Bloodstock lineup. There's loads more bands playing there. I've forgotten off the top of my head. Trivium Machine Head Gajira, the headliners. I already have my tickets. I'll see you there if you're going. Super, super excited for Bloodstock. But yeah, go check out those three bands if you don't know them. Go check out this Bloodstock lineup. When I checked last night, I think it said it was 90% sold out. So if you're watching this and on the fence, definitely go buy tickets now. But I did the payment plan because I'm a cheapskate. But super, super excited for that. Super excited for that. Shower Machine Head, Blackening, greatest heavy metal album of all time, in my opinion. Blink-182 have a bonus version of the incredible One More Time coming out. The two songs dropped off it so far, All in My Head. Is it All in My Head and No Fun? They're alright. Harmless songs. I'm always excited for new Blink stuff, especially when it's the classic Mark, Tom, and Travis trio. The songs aren't mind blowing, but we'll hopefully get a proper album again soon. Although they have been smashing touring a lot. And the actual album only came out last year, so it'll probably be a little while. We don't want a 14th Blink breakup. But yeah, the bonus star version of Blink 182's One More Time comes out tomorrow. I'll definitely be checking that out. And we'll leave it there because I am in love with Tom DeLonge, end of segment. And then something which is kind of shit to talk about because Block Party was such a big band of my childhood. They were one of the first sort of bands I got into, which were like indie rock or that vibe, that 2000s, sort of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vibe. Those first three Block Party albums are Untouchable, Silent Alarm, Weekend and City, and Intimacy. Intimacy is underrated. It's an incredible album, but the drummer, what's his name? Why haven't I wrote down Matt Tong? Why can't I remember that name? Matt Tong, who's from my hometown of Bournemouth as well, and now in the band Algiers, did a statement talking about that the main reason he left Block Party was because of Kelly. That's super sad because since Matt and Gordon left Block Party have just not been the same. I haven't really liked anything that they've put out since then. And I mean, considering that they've out two albums and have been doing anniversary tours in 13 years, I think says a lot for where Block Party are. As I said, they just have not been the same since Matt left. He was a badass drummer. They've not been the same since Gordon left. He was an insane bassist. And it's sad because in Matt's statement, he talks about how he's still friends with the guitarist Russell. He's still friends with the bassist Gordon. Those three are still tight, but Russell's still in the band, McKelly. And it's just awkward. It's such a shame because they shouldn't have done the anniversary Silent Alarm tour without the original lineup with Matt and Gordon. They should have been playing that. And as I say, Block Party have just taken such sort of a downfall, in my opinion. Two albums and anniversary tours in 13 years. It shows that they're not focused too much on their artistic endeavours. Really, really shit to see what's happened to Block Party. They're playing quite small shows now. But they did headline Crystal Palace Bowl last year. Might have been this year actually. On the Silent Alarm tour, but then their biggest show ever is played off the back of their old material. Huge Block Party fan. Don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on him, but it was sad to read Matt's statement. Hopefully his new band Algiers are doing really well. Always been a fan of his. I think he's an amazing drummer. And I'm probably a little bit biased because he's from my hometown, as I say. But hopefully one day those guys will be able to patch things up. Kelly's phenomenally talented. Does seem like maybe he can be a little bit difficult to work with, but Kelly did also make some sort of drug accusations at those two as well. So it's shit that it's getting all dramatic and everything. But I really, really hope those guys can sort it out. I was just doing another Silent Alarm anniversary tour with those two. But yeah, hopefully everything gets sorted out. No one can take away this first three albums, and for the fourth album is insanely underrated as well. We're Not Good People is one of the best Block Party songs I've ever done. I saw Block Party on their farewell show in Bournemouth in 2009. They obviously ended up coming back twice after that, but it was an incredible show. Um, Hopefully things can be patched up and we'll get the original lineup of Block Party back. But I can't see it happening, to be honest with you. And then just well, before we do some updates from last week, actually, my mistake. Rest in peace to the legend Fat Man Scoop. Saw the videos of his death on stage, and it was kind of brutal, super sad. I wish that stuff wouldn't leak, like literally him dying on stage. It's obviously people didn't know they were filming the show, but super sad. Fat Man Scoop is like such a part of my childhood. I remember Fat Man Scoop, rock the land. I'm definitely going to put some music over that so you guys don't have to hear me sing. But rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Don't go and hunt those videos out. Rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. And then Catfish and the Bottom Man have quietly cancelled their US and Australia dates. That's on a day's notice as well. Fucking hate it when bands do that. I was meant to be at the Red Hot Chili Peppers Glasgow show in 2022, I think it was. And I drove from Bournemouth to Glasgow. Anyone who knows anything about distances knows that's about a 10-hour drive. And we got there and they cancelled on the day on about 2 hours' notice. It's so shit when bands do this to people. I know illness can't be helped, and we don't know the 100% reason why Catfish cancelled yet. They have said it is illness, but we don't know 100% why they've cancelled. Hopefully everything's all okay. I half did predict this in last week's episode, but I think they've just booked two big shows. Like, I was actually surprised Catfish were headlining Reading as well. Like, were they that big? Are they that big? I know they're on their comeback tour, but we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you updated with that. They've I've mentioned it last week, as I say, they've been screwed over by the Oasis reunion, which is funny considering they're big Oasis fans. But I never want to see tours cancelled. I never want to see fans let down like that. So hopefully it'll be. I think it has been cancelled, but hopefully they will be able to make that up to their Australian and US fans at some point. But yeah, Catfish in the Bottom, man, I don't actually know them that well. Seem a little bit overrated in my opinion. But as I say, it's the fans that matter most. So we never want to see tours cancelled. And then just some discussions on Glastonbury Festival. Obviously, I'm a huge Glastonbury fan. You can probably see, I think you can see the two wristbands in the background there. Huge rumours that Cher is going to be doing the legend spot at Glastonbury. Now, that for me, I think would be absolutely incredible. She would be the perfect choice. And to be honest with you, Believe on the Pyramid stage. I'm not going to sing Believe, but we'll probably pause for Believe. Let's really hope I can get Believe in the edit now, or I'm going to look really crazy. She would be the perfect choice, from my opinion. Every time I've seen shows of her, and she seems like such a laugh, Cher would be absolutely incredible. Let's get Cher as the legend spot. Really, really hope that happens. There's a lot of headliner chatter going around, excuse me. I've seen Fred again rumoured a lot. Is Fred again big enough to headline Glastonbury? I'm personally not sure. He's played the last two festivals. I didn't see him in 2023. He played a surprise set at Stromerville, I believe. But I did see him in 2022 on the other stage. And he's phenomenally talented. I have no doubt that he's going to headline the festival in the future. But is he big enough yet? Who knows? He's got a new album out tomorrow. I do love Fred again. Something which is important for me to note now, go check out Fred Again's Tiny Desk concert. It's the best thing, one of the best things I've ever seen, full stop, regardless of genre. I love him so much. Please just go and check that out. It's totally different to his normal vibe. And Fred Again, Tiny Desk, go check it out. He actually ended up putting that on vinyl. Phenomenally talented. And I hope that's the sort of thing he does in the future as well. But as of right now, I think he would be a banging co-headline. I would love to see him co-headline. Is he big enough to headline yet? I don't know. You guys tell me if you think Fred Enough's big enough to headline. We will find out, obviously, don't we? Oasis have straight up denied it. Oasis are not going to be headlining Glastonbury. For Oasis to headline Glastonbury, that would mean that their first show of the comeback tour would be Glastonbury. that doesn't make much sense, especially when the Gallaghers are blatantly only doing it for the money. And I say that as a big fan, as we know I'm a huge fan on this channel. They're not going to do Glastonbury this year. I do think they will do it in the future. They've flopped at it. I think 3 times they've flopped at Glastonbury, definitely twice. But they've never done Glastonbury as well as what they could have. I think that will be on Noel's list to get done, to do a classic Glastonbury set. But it's not going to be this year. Next year's obviously a fallow year. We'll see if Noel and Liam are still friends in 2027. Probably worth putting a bet on Oasis to headline in 2027, but they're not going to be doing it this year. The circumstances just guarantee they're not going to be doing it. Eminem's been rumoured for Glasgow, Stevie Wonder, Lady Gaga's been rumoured for Glastonbury. Apparently Stevie Wonder was meant to do it last year. This is all rumours, but allegedly Madonna was booked. Madonna dropped out. She asked for too much money. Stevie Wonder dropped out because of illness, and then that's why we got SZA. So Stevie Wonder probably makes sense to possibly headline this year, next year, I should say. Pardon me. And I would love to see Stevie Wonder in any form, but headlining Glastonbury would be incredible. Lady Gaga, as I say, has been rumored. She's in the new Joker film, which is out I think, next week, and she's just announced a new album, so that makes sense. She has played Glastonbury before, but not as a headliner. I mean, imagine Cher and Lady Gaga at Glastonbury. That would be the coolest thing in the world. If you've got Cher on the Legend spot on the Sunday and then Lady Gaga headlining the Sunday night, wow. That is a way to, we can take 2026 off in that way. I just think that would be absolutely incredible. I mean, thinking about it now, if you had, let's think about this for 1 second. Let's think about this for, if you had Cher into Fred again, into Lady Gaga, wow, what a Sunday night that would be. That would be absolutely incredible. Would probably rival my Friday at Glastonbury 2022, which was Foo Fighters, Fred again, the Arctic Monkeys. But Arctic Monkeys are a bit rubbish live. But yeah, now I'm getting excited for that, because if we saw Cher, Fred again, Lady Gaga, Sunday night Glastonbury, that's going down as history as one of the best lineups ever. Olivia Rodrigo's headline, been rumored to headline again. I know she's massive, especially in the States, but she's had 2 albums out. Is she big enough to headline yet? I would love to see her co-headline. Now, I actually am a big fan of Olivia Rodrigo. Rihanna, Sam Fender. Rihanna hasn't played a live show in like 10 years, other than the what's it called, the halftime show. So it's kind of, take it with a pinch of salt. But I would love to see Rihanna do it. If they got Rihanna as the booking, that would be incredible. Do you know what? Think about it. I would love to see an all-female Glastonbury of Cher, Lady Gaga, Olivia Rodrigo, and Rihanna. That would be insane. You could argue that that's for pop. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is for pop-based headliners. And I do like to personally see 4 different genres. A lot of complaints this year about the headliners all being similar, with Coldplay, Dua Lipa, SZA. Who was the bloody legend this year at Glastonbury? I can't bloody remember. But sort of all pop-based headliners they were this year. And so hopefully we do get some more rocky bands. But that'll be some banging light. It's a bit V festival though, actually. But we do need more women at Glastonbury and as festival headliners in general. So I would love to see it. Rihanna would be an amazing booking. I saw her sub to Eminem in 2011 at V Festival. Crazy to think Rihanna was sub headlining to anyone, but in 2011 she wasn't as big as what she is now. Sub to Eminem, it was incredible. They did love the way we lied together during Eminem's set. Only time I've seen both of them. Would love to see Rihanna now. She's more. She's got 10 extra years of hits out since then. But she would be a banging headline choice. I would love to see her. Sam Fender. I feel like I'm running round in circles saying the same thing, but Sam Fender. Again, is Sam Fender really big enough to headline? Tell me in the comments if you think that Sam Fender, Fred again, and Olivia Rodrigo are all big enough to headline. I'll probably get some shit, but I think they would all be world-class sub-headliners, but maybe a little bit disappointing headliners. I love all 3 of them. Sam Fender is brilliant. He is so talented. He's the British Bruce Springsteen. And he's my #1 personal choice of support for Oasis. I would love to see Sam Fender and Fontaines DC be the support for Oasis. But has Sam Fender dropped anything since he co-headlined in 2022? I don't think he has. He hasn't dropped an album since 17. Again, what's the bloody album called? Since his second album, 17 Goes Under, I think it's called. Um, I just don't know if if he's big enough to headline yet. Put out a third album with another banging hit on it, and we will see him headline. But as of right now, is he big enough to headline? I don't know. Does he have that crossover basis that an older generation will know who he is yet? I don't know. I really think he deserves to headline it, and I think an older generation would love Sam Fender. He is the British Bruce Springsteen, as I say, but let him put out a third album first, and then see how that does, and then hopefully he headlines 2027, 2028 because I love Sam Fender, not only musically, but I just think he's so funny. I think he's a cool guy. Go check out the clip of him hungover after Newcastle won the league on some BBC News channel. Funny dude, and yeah, huge Sam Fender fan here. It's not an insult to say that they're not headliner material yet. It's just that I expect a lot from Glastonbury, and I expect a lot from the lineups. I do personally think the last 2 years the lineups have gone downhill a little bit, so we can't start accepting headliners who aren't there yet. In my opinion, put them as subs. Let them smash it, and then give them a headline act in the 4, 5, 6 years. That's what I would do anyway. But yeah, love Sam Fender. And we will see what happens with Glastonbury. I'll keep you updated with Glastonbury. I'm hopefully going to be going to Glastonbury again this year, as always. So we will always keep you updated on Glastonbury on this channel. And then I kind of hope Sabrina Carpenter stays #1 at the moment because of the whole Oasis fiasco. She is alright from what I've heard. I haven't heard a lot of her a lot of her music. Her new album, Short and Sweet, is out tomorrow. I think maybe, yeah, I think it's out tomorrow. I've heard Espresso. She's insane. She's blowing up at the moment. She's been on Taylor's Eras tour. I would love for Fontaines to steal her #1 spot, but I don't think it's going to happen. Everyone go out and buy Romance by Fontaines DC, so that beats Sabrina Carpenter instead of Oasis. The dream lineup this week would be Fontaines at #1, which is a pipe dream, Sabrina at #2, Oasis at #3. Oasis don't need no more money from me. But Fontaines is possibly album of the year. I will do a video on album of the year at the end of the year. I've already started writing. I've got about 15 albums I really like so far. But as of right now, it's probably a battle between Fontaines DC and Idols of my favourite album of the year. Romance has only been out a week, so I need to give it a little bit more time to sort of fit in. My friend did say that Favourite reminds him of Conor McGregor trying to cover The Cure, which I disagree. That's not my quote. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I love the album, love Fontaines, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully Sabrina Carpenter stays #1. I'm going to say that under my breath. How many videos have Bloodstock, Machine Head Talk, and Sabrina Carpenter talk? Who knows? Not many, I'm sure. Hopefully you'll link me to a few now. And then just a few updates from last week. Today is the 5th. In a couple of hours, we're going to get some form of news from Linkin Park. It's been confirmed. As I said last week and in the short video, wasn't a huge fan of how everything went down with the countdown timer coming down and then going up. I think that was a little bit of a troll, to be honest. Didn't like it in the slightest. Go check out my other video on that to see me discuss that more in depth. But we are going to find out the future of Linkin Park today. You know what, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. It'll be funny now if I do an episode next week and I'm going, fuck sake, we still don't know who the new Linkin Park singer is. As I say, I think it not only should be, but I think it will be Shinoda. But this is a bit of a nothing update, this really, isn't it? But we'll find out today. If it's something crazy, if bloody, I don't know, Liam Gallagher is the new Linkin Park singer, then I'll do a video on that tomorrow. But I'm kind of over the teasing now with it. I'm hopeful for a new song, new tour, new singer announcement, and we finally get the whole future of Linkin Park. And yeah, because we deserve that. We deserve that. But I do also like the fact that they're taking their time with it. But the countdown time, I think, was just a bit of a troll for me. And then finally, the government have announced that they're going to look into the Oasis Ticketmaster fiasco. Again, go check out my earlier video on that. I very much doubt anything is going to happen to it or that anything will come of it. Ticketmaster, in my opinion, are untouchable scumbags. But it's good to know that it's got that big and it's caused so much controversy and that everyone seems to be disgusted that the government are actually going to be looking into it. Apparently, the main issue is that Ticketmaster didn't tell anyone about the price increase. So it's not even dynamic pricing itself is the issue. It's the fact that they didn't tell us dynamic pricing was going to happen. Hopefully something will come of it. I'm very, very unlikely that anything will come of it. It should be legal, dynamic pricing. These bullshit fees that we get at the end should all be made illegal. It's disgusting. Fuck Ticketmaster. But hopefully the government actually do something about it and that this stops, because it's not fair. It's really not fair that the real fans are the only ones that lose out in the end. But go check out my earlier video on that. And that, I think, is everything for today, guys. I had to keep an eye on my notes a little bit today because we had so much to chat about. I thought it was going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but it wasn't. It's been a bit of a longer one. Thank you so much to everyone that has been watching so far. I appreciate it so much. We're going to hopefully be smashing things, getting an editor involved, and just taking the channel to where we can. Talking about music, talking about the stuff we're passionate on. If anybody has anything they want me to talk about, any content they want me to discuss, shoot a message down in the comments. Please subscribe. We've got loads of views so far, loads of hours time, but not a lot of subscriptions, so please go and subscribe. And as I say, I will do another long form episode either next Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll bang out some short episodes in the week with anything that happens. Who knows what's going to happen in the week in music. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the support. Love you all. Shout out. I'm the Gig Nerd. Take care and have a good week.